me, it don't just stop. Like, I'm telling you, it be some goofy shit, and then months later, more goofy shit, off the same goofy shit, some more stupid shit. Like, it just be like that. And so I feel like if you haven't been following when I was working at the hospital, I think it was like one of the dogs that's named like a Prince Henry something. You know them dogs that's like got the royal name? One of those ones. But as I was trying to say, I used to work at a hotel inside of a hospital. And I basically got the job because the white lady that hired me knew Dane, because she was friends with Dane's sister. So just keep that in mind. Keep that under your head. That I only got my last job because the bitch that was hiring was friends with, exactly, was friends with Dane's sister. And so keep in mind, when I got that job, because I'm gonna just tell the whole story, because bitch, I'm a long-winded bitch. So if you're in for a story time, I got one for you because it's a mess. But basically, and low-key, this is a little tip for the bitches out there. If you want to boil some fresh fruit and turn it into tea, and you don't want a lot of cleanup, put it in a tea bag. Put it in a tea bag, and then you squeeze it at the end. Trust me, bitch. No seeds, no compost, nothing. You can do this with any fruit. You can do this with a raspberry. You can do this with a lemon. But you get the essence and none of the mess. And look at that. I'm going to just tie it up real nice. Tie it up real nice and just let that shit steep. Let that shit steep. And then at the very end, I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to save these for some water. Anyway, so as I was saying, what up, Mish? I hope you're doing well today. But yeah, so I had got this job that y'all knew about. Oh my god, fruit fly. Oh, bitch. You're really obese. And like, I really love fat bitches, but no. Oh, bitch, did I catch you? Bitch, I just slapped the shit out of you, bitch. And when I catch you the next time. Again, fruit flies are evil. But anyways, like I was saying, so I got the job at the hospital. The lady had seen my boyfriend's name and was like, oh, I know him. And so she was so excited to hire me because I knew her business slightly, but I really didn't know her business because Dane's sister, I met her so far 2 times in my whole life. So at that point, I want to say I had met Dane's sister by then, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The job was whatever. I'm not even trying to defend myself at the job too damn much because if I'm being honest with you, I don't really care anymore. At the time, I felt like it was so important for me to be like, and now I'm just like, oh well, you know what I mean? But again, when I got that job, obviously I'm squatting an apartment. These are things that she knew about. I was honest with her. I even told her my chosen name. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go by Tatiana, but I prefer Honeybee. I'm currently squatting an apartment with my boyfriend. Like, we're trying to make it work. Like, I'm over here telling her a lot of stuff. And she's making it seem like she's my real friend. Like, she's making it seem like we're going to be really cool. Because, again, she's saying that she's friends with my boyfriend's sister. So why wouldn't we be cool, right? So, anyways, at some point, there's a lot of things that unfold. I don't want to go into all of it, but I feel like at some point, and the bitch that hired me, I'm going to just call her... I'm gonna call her Agatha. That's it. So Agatha had hired me and was acting like we were cool. But at some point, it was obvious to me that like Agatha was not very well liked. And so a lot of people in the job was kind of looking at me stupid because I was like being nice as fuck with Agatha because she hired me. She know my boyfriend's sister. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, Agatha's savable. Like, she don't gotta be the worst person ever. What up, Trilly? And so at some point, though, it became very clear that the whole place was a mess. I shared with y'all about this biracial girl who was very demonic. Like, one time I was using the bathroom and she punched the bathroom door, like, for no reason while I was dookieing, and that scared me. And so I dookied on myself on the toilet. It's a lot, but basically microaggressions and then a demonic biracial girlie that was working there too. So it was a lot already going on. So I'm not gonna do too much. I'll just say that my last day of working there, I was minding my business, doing my job, and then all of a sudden I get dragged. Like, she brings me to her office to just drag me. And I don't even remember what the fuck she's saying, but I just remember falling onto the floor crying. And I want to be real with you, like, highest of keys, like, I know I'm a dramatic bitch and I know I be acting a lot, but I swear to God, like, I have never had a white bitch cuss me the fuck out at a job. And I literally didn't know what to do. I know some people might think it's funny. That's fine. I genuinely didn't know what to do with her behavior. So I just started crying and fell to the floor. In my heart of hearts, I feel like my white ancestor was like, cry. My white ancestor was like, cry. Because nothing else makes sense. Like, why am I crying and laying on the floor? But I'm telling you right now, like, the bitch was coming at me unhinged. And so all I had was what other white bitches have shown me, cry. So I'm laying on the floor crying, girl, and she does not give one fuck. And then at some point, she literally tells me to go in the closet, in the storage closet, and start doing inventory. I've never been told to do that before. So it's very clear that she didn't know what to do because highest of keys on some HR shit, had I went straight to HR at that moment, I might still have that job, which is not what I want. But I didn't operate the way you're supposed to. And I hate that aspect of it because it's like, clearly she has strategy on her side. Me, I'm a worker. I'm not thinking about all the ways that this is fucked up. I just got cussed out. I'm crying and laying on the floor in a corporate setting. That's not normal, right? Someone put me in a closet and told me to do something. No job. They just said go in the closet. Swear. After they got me crying on the floor looking crazy. So highest of keys, no matter how you tell the story, bitch, if you leave that part out that you had me crying on the floor, you cussed me out so bad, I literally was just in tears. You put me in a closet while I'm crying. You told me to go sit in the closet, like, sweetie. Like, right then and there, it's very obvious that, like, she mishandled the situation. She's at fault. She's been bugging out. Shanita, you fell off the face of the earth. Shanita, I've been posting consistently for at least for years at this point. I feel like for the people that think I disappeared, like, look at the lives. A bitch has been here consistently. Many weeks. Shanita, you've been gone. But I'm happy you're back. Anyways, like I was saying though, so the girlie really tried to play with me. The girlie really tried to play with me and tell me that me going in the closet makes sense. All these things. And I'm just like, girl, okay, whatever. And so as I want to also be candid that, like, after she done cussed me out, after I'm crying on the floor, after she put me in the closet, once she had put me in the closet, that's when Dane was already there. So Dane low-key sitting by the window with our smoothies, because, like, I had tried to get breakfast sent to my house, but I was going to either be late for work or get a smoothie. It was either I was going to be on time for work or be late and have a smoothie. Bitch, I should have been late with the smoothie because I was on time and got cussed the fuck out. Then I'm in the closet with my boyfriend with a smoothie, like, I don't know, bro. And then I don't know what happened. I want to say she came to get me out the closet and then tried to make it seem like Dane being there was something wrong. And it's like he has a badge to be in the building. So that's actually untrue. Now, you putting me in the closet, that was a problem. But we're not talking about you, are we? We're talking about all the things that you could say I'm doing wrong after you done did something really inappropriate. And so again, I wasn't really clocking it like that. Again, I was not thinking that this was like a power play on her part. Why the fuck would I think that? I don't fucking think about that bitch like that. So I was not even thinking that deeply. But again, it's just the way that so many black women keep on talking about how evil white bitches are. And it's like, they're not wrong. Anyways, so like I was saying, the bitch had the nerve to, like, really start cussing me out again. And I'm literally like, and when she tried to cuss me out again, it was because I asked her, I was like, is this typical, like, to cuss someone out and put them in the closet? And she just starts going off again. And when she started going off, I started telling her, look, I was like, this is inappropriate. Like, I'm actually trying to fight for my job, but also my respect and humanity. And it was awkward because as I'm trying to fight for it, she just doubling down. So I ripped the badge off my neck and said, here you go. As soon as I did that, all of a sudden a fucking security guard pops up and I said, oh, I'm going to jail. And then everybody laughed and I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail now. Cause it's like you cussing me out manifested me going to jail. Like, this is what I'm thinking. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail now. Everybody laughing. And I'm like, And they're like, no, 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 you're not going to jail. Everything's fine. Like, it was very much like, just get out of here. It was very much like, leave. It was very much like, you need to leave. And it was just like, okay, so I need to leave after you cuss me out, put me in a closet. All these things that she had did, bitch. And I'm just like, fuck this job. I give her the badge. I go home. I'm obviously hurt. I'm obviously mad. At that point, I'm literally squatting a fucking apartment. She knows that. She knows so much. And like, she clearly doesn't care what happens next to me. And then after that, I called HR to do an investigation. Bitch, the police came into the suite and left within 10 minutes. And the only reason why they were there for 10 minutes was because the girlie that I was cool with at the job was being honest about what happened. They fired her the next fucking day. They fired her the next day. They were like, oh, nah, she was talking to that police officer too long. So then they fired her. She was just like, fuck it. Like, once they fired her, she was like, bitch, I'm off it. And I was like, that's real. Like, I wanted to keep fighting, but she was like, I'm good. She's like, I don't, yeah, Candace. Candace was like, and I was like, no. And honestly, I feel bad because again, like Candace, like every time I talk to Candace, I be bringing it up and she'd be like, bitch, it's fine. You don't got to talk about it no more. And it's like, bitch, I can't help it. Like, it just is one of the craziest things. It's like, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. Ugh. Anyways, so after all that, I called up there and told the big boss, not the bitch that fired me. I was like, look, I was like, you don't have nothing to say because the big boss wasn't there. And it was really giving like the big boss wanted you to fire me. And I really hate to say this, but it's giving like she thought that she was going to cuss me out and I was going to cuss her out back. Like, it really feels like the whole time she was really trying to instigate me doing something to her so she could write a report about my insubordinates. Whole time, there's report after report about her insubordinates that I could be writing. Am I? No, because I don't have that power, bitch. But she's actually doing the thing that she's trying to accuse me of. And so, again, like when I called the next day to talk to the big boss coming back from a Pink concert. And the bitch gonna be like, is there anything to talk about? I was like, I don't know, you tell me. You just got back in the office after being away at a concert. You don't have anything about your subordinate verbally assaulting me? And she really had the nerve to be like, Tatiana, I heard you walked out. I'm like, so you heard that an employee of yours walked out? No explanation. That's what you heard? And you don't have any questions for me? She goes, not at the moment. Anyways, so this bitch, she hangs up on me because I tell her, I'm like, look, I'm like, Carly, I'm like, I'm giving you the opportunity to make it right and hear me out. I was like, because I'm also the employee that knows that the only reason why you haven't fired XYZ is because you don't want to pay her unemployment. And I know about that. So like, let's not treat me like crazy. Like, let's actually have a conversation. The bitch giggled and hung up. So that was a moment. So then I was talking to HR. HR was basically like, they're not going to get fired. Like, they kept being like, I don't know what you want us to do. Like, we're not going to do anything to them. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Bitch, the story gets worse. So keep in mind, I got fired from my job / I quit. The lady that hired me knows my man's sister and whole family. I don't know her like that. After she got me fired, what the fuck do I care about her for it? Girl, why the fuck my man's sister gonna ask us to go out to lunch today? We having a great time. It was me, my man's sister, his mama. Got a lunch at the spot. It was cute. And we started talking about just mother stuff, family stuff, childhood trauma, mushrooms, psychedelics. And me and Dane are sitting at the table being very candid and vulnerable. And it was just very obvious, like his sister was like, whoa, his sister is a Pisces. And so there's a part of me that feels like, you know, Pisces sister, Saggy mama. He a Scorpio stellium, Libra sun. So highest of keys, like he very secretive, very to himself. But there were moments where he just like, it just felt like he was really opening up more and just being more himself. And it was just really beautiful to see. But there were just so many moments in the conversation where I could tell Dane's sister was like, damn, like the mushrooms are really helping y'all because like the way that you're like, I just feel like she could just tell like we were in a, And it was a good feeling, but I kept on telling her, like, I'm not a magician. This is plant medicine. Like, I'm not special. I'm not a deity. Because that's the thing that sucks. Like, when you take mushrooms, you might think that you're like a god. It's unfortunate. It happens to some people. Like, they get into a psychosis where they start thinking the mushroom talking to them directly. And like that inner monologue is like source. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. But I find it important to just keep telling people I'm not special. No one is in particularly special for having access to the medicine. The native folks knew about it. They've been stewarding it for a long time. If anyone's special, it's the people that knew it was special first. That's how I think. Anyways, but I'm talking about mushrooms and being candid about the work that I've been doing and about how I've been trying to start this trip sitting collective. And as I'm sharing more and more, like Dane's sister is like, yo, I know someone that could use this medicine. And I'm like, say less, let's go. So me and Dane go to the store. We go and get a jar. I mix them up some honey, and I didn't mix them anything magic. I mixed them some lion's mane. Do your research. I'm not going to do too much, but lion's mane is not psychedelical, but it is a, for some people, it's an alternative to coffee. For some people, it kind of uplifts them in a way that kind of like kombucha or matcha does. And so some people really enjoy drinking it in the morning. Some people like to just eat some of the honey before bed and get that brain boost in the night. No wrong way to eat it, but as I'm sharing with her, she's telling me she knows somebody that needs it. We mix up the honey. I throw like 3 capsules in this little jar that I found, and the jar was so cute and it cost like 10 cents, which was so nice. Like, there's a spot near me that sells all different types of jars, tins, all types of like stuff, like little knickknacks, little odds and ends, things that you need. Like, I'm trying to mix a jar of honey for someone, and I don't have no little jars. So I had to go get one from there, and it was 50 cents, which I appreciate. And so I mixed up the honey for her, put some capsules in a jar, and then brought it to her. And when I get there, I keep in mind, I've only met Dane's sister twice. This is Dane's sister best friend. Me, upon meeting her, I could tell like she was very outgoing, cantankerous, silly, fun, and it was a cute time for the most part. But at some point, the bitch popped out and was like, Agatha said so much shit about you. That was so crazy. And I'm standing there like, Agatha? Like, swear, bitch. Keep in mind, I got fired in like October. So highest of keys, bitch. Like, I'm like, why is Agatha even speaking on me? What the fuck? And so I'm literally like, as soon as I hear her name, I'm not even gonna lie, bitch. I fell into the trap of talking about the bitch, and I should have just kept it cute. But I was like, I just think there's a lot going on with her. She's not well. Like, she needs help. Like, she clearly needs some help. She needs some support. And they were just like, it was awkward because I could tell like that was still there. Like, Agatha was still their homie in some ways. And Agatha was going in on me. She was like, oh, Agatha showed us a 2-page report about you. And she read it to us. Like, she sent it to us, and then we wouldn't read it because we said the font was too small, which had me crying. The girlie was like, look, the font was too small for me. So I was like, sis, I'm not reading that. She was like, oh, girl, I'll read it to you. I'm like, wow, girl, you had to read about my behavior at the job. Like, again, this is another moment where it's like, had I recorded that and brought that to HR and was like, hey, she's still speaking on me to people. Like, if, like, again, this is a whole crazy web of stories that I could probably sue her ass at this point for libel. But am I doing any of that? No, bitch. Because I don't give a fuck about her. Like, it's clear to me that she's really focused on being the good guy in this story. And it's like, sweetie, you gonna have to prove that a lot. So I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone because you got off easy with me because I ain't really want it that bad. A job, girl. I'm a Capricorn. You think I'm gonna fight to work for somebody else? No. Mm-mm. Nope. I'd rather fight to work for myself, bitch. In fact, honestly, I'm grateful that the bitch fuck with me like she did because real talk, the last few months have been amazing. Don't get me wrong. Have I been broker than ever? Yes. But I have been freer than ever too. I ain't been worried about, bitch, I look at the clock when I want to. That is freedom to me. When I don't have to be like, and worried as fuck, butthole tight, stomach hurting and shit, can't go to the bathroom without telling somebody. Bitch, she don't even realize, like, sweetie, you freed me and you still talk about me like you're obsessed with me, girl. I'm about to be Mariah Carey for Halloween this year, bitch, because I know what it feels like, Mimi. I know what it feels like. You know, Agatha is white. And so Agatha fucking done wrote a whole 2-page letter about me and is reading it to her friends who are the friends of my boyfriend's sister and my boyfriend's sister. The bitch even had the nerve to say I was a bad partner to Dane. And Dane looked at me and said, you've hung out with her more than me. I worked there for less than 3 months. And she making comments about my partner and my relationship to her friends, who is my man's sister, and my man's sister best friend. Girl, you are so pressed about me. Like, you mad I got love in my life? And then they went a little bit further and was talking about how, the girlie had a crush on my man. And I was like, oh, that's even more sick. Cause the bitch like damn near 9 years older than him. Like, sweetie, it's okay. Like, I don't know what's going on with you, but and it had me fucking crying because it's like, what? I was like, so I'm supposed to lose my job and my man? Like, that's what she wanted. She wanted me to be jobless and have no dick. Like, she wanted me to have no romance and no love in my life, as well as no job and be squatting in an apartment. Like, baby, you planned a lot for me, didn't you? I can't lie. Like, it felt so good to just be in the sunshine, talking to these white people and just petting this dog and just laughing. Like, I literally, and keep in mind, bitch, keep in mind, I told you the story from the beginning to the end. I came bearing gifts. Meanwhile, their whole, like, the girlie had no choice but to tell me what the tea was. Because, first of all, she opened up the honey in front of me and it spilled out on the floor. The dog was eating it. The fuck is she licking on it? I tried to help her. I'm licking on it. So right then and there, we literally all got dosed. Everybody got dosed right before that. Swear, bitch. As soon as she ate that honey, she started telling me all the tea. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, bitch. Thank you, ancestors. Because when I was mixing that honey, I was just really thinking to myself, like, I really hope, this turns into something. I really hope this isn't just, you know what I mean? I hope this isn't just a one-time thing. And sure enough, like, the girlie was like, put me in a group chat. I want to talk about this stuff with you. Like, she's like, I would love to pay you to trip sit me. Like, I would love to like support you. And I was like, girl, look at that. But it just had me like just sitting with the reality that like people will really talk crazy about you and then let somebody meet you and not have that experience. Like, she was gagging. She was like, girl, she's like, I thought you was going to be mean. She's like, I thought you was going to be rude. And I was like, that's so awful. Like, not you was about to take some honey from me and you thought I was a cunt. Like, that sucks. But again, it's like, I don't know what Agatha really wants, but she's not getting it, and I love it. Cause they're gonna have to what? Be quiet about the fact that I'm helping them. Like, that's one part that makes me really happy is like, I know the med's about to help this girl, and I'm hoping they help her so much that she realizes like Laura's demonic. Like, I hope she realizes, like, that's really crazy that, like, Laura really spoke on her like this when I don't know her at all. And clearly, if she's so demonic, why the fuck did you hire her? Like, come on. Like, no matter what, it's either you have bad judgment or what? Because you hired me, sis. And not only that, you only hired me because of my connection to white people. It's just moments like that just had me like dead as fuck. Cause it's like, bitch, not I only got the job because I have a boyfriend. And then she's like, and she's a bad partner. She ain't never seen me be with Dane before. The first time she seen me and Dane together, he was watching her cuss me out and was like trying to hold me back. Cause I literally was like I'm out of sorts, but I was never gonna put hands on her. Let her tell it, bitch. I was about to choke her ass. Let her tell it. I was about to be violent. Bitch, I literally fell on the floor crying. I was trying to make sure that the story included. I wept on the floor, bitch. Because fuck a white bitch trying to tell anybody that I'm aggressive or no. And end scene, bitch. And I fell upon the floor, bitch. Now tell that. Next time I'm gonna just start recording. Like, I swear to God, if I ever have to work with a white person, I'm recording all interactions just so that people know what's happening. Like, I'm literally going to go in the bathroom and be like, just laying the scene. I'm about to start my shift and get me a little backup, a little chip or something. And again, it's to that point where it's like, if I had a hidden cam, if I had a fucking body cam on me for my whole YouTube career, a lot of bitches wouldn't have said shit about me. A lot of bitches would have been silent. If bitches would have seen what I saw and would have heard what I heard, bitches wouldn't have said nothing. But it's okay. I'm gonna get a body cam. Because I'm about to just show y'all what the fucking life is like for bitches that are just living life, bothering nobody, just minding their own fucking business. Next thing you know, here comes this fucking bitch cussing me the fuck out. What did I do to her? And then the whole time they're talking about her, they're talking about, oh, she's shady and she not treating her man right. And it's like, isn't that so funny that she has so much to say about me and my boo? But y'all know good and goddamn well she not treating her man right. Isn't that funny? I'm telling you, bitch. Mm-mm. All I know is I'm grateful to be away from it. That's all I know. That's all I know. Is I'm grateful. People can think I have an attitude. That's fine. That's fine. Chris, hey baby. It's fine. Like I already know. Like what's for me is for me. Like I already know. Like shit be leaving my life telling me it's not for me. Like I'm going to listen. Like it's the way I was trying to fight to get that job back and I'm dead. Cause it's like imagine fighting to work next to a bitch that don't like you and don't like herself and really is causing a lot of chaos and destruction. That's wild. And then again, her telling her friends how she was feeling about me is fine because again, I don't care like that. Like she gotta live with the truth. I don't care what anybody thinks. Everybody else around her could think I'm a piece of shit.